Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm Jesus Blackman of Average Joe Retics, and I want to do a quick video. Today I was cleaning out my A-male tiger's cage, and it dawned on me that I haven't made a video like this, so I thought I would make one. And that is basically the introduction of two tools of the trade that could possibly save your life and actually keep you safe when dealing with large snakes. These two tools are basically, you really only see them used really with keepers who keep venomous snakes, but they play a very big role in large snake keeping as well. And that could be retics, berms, large boas, anacondas, basically any snake that's large enough to do serious bodily harm to you. So today's star of the show is going to be Gizmo, my female A-male tiger. I don't think I've ever used her in any video except for the one where she's breeding, and she's really the pride of my collection. I really love this girl. She's also the mother to my het A-male sun tiger and Sunfire project. So she's really a sweet retic. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first tool we're going to talk about is a snake hook. Now you'll see keepers of venomous snakes use these to handle venomous snakes. This is not really necessarily used to handle retics or berms or any large constrictor. Basically what this is used for is to cancel out or stop the feeding response that some snakes have. Retics are notorious for this feeding response. It seems like every time you open their cage, they think it's time to eat. And there are times when, you know, that behavior is not appropriate, can be deadly. So basically that's what this is used for. Now I recommend getting your retic or berm or whatever large snake you like to keep accustomed to the hook, accustomed to hook training as early as possible. You don't want an adult retic or large snake and, you know, now you're trying to hook train it. You want to get it started as early as possible. So without further ado, let me show you the proper application for this tool. Now, as I stated before, today is Gizmo's cleaning day. This is not her cage at all. This cage belongs to my het A-male sun tiger, who I moved up here just for the time being. And I placed her in here so we can get a, you know, a demonstration. Her cage is actually at the bottom. So basically, this is how you use, well, properly use a hook. Now this girl doesn't have a very wild feeding response, but nonetheless, you know, she does. So now some keepers like to, as soon as they open the door, stick the hook in and start rubbing the snake. Basically, but for now, for the sake of demonstration, we're going to fully open the cage. So, and we're going to actually move her from this cage into this big blue tote right here. So that way we can put her back into her regular cage. So now let's say, all intents and purposes, you know, you just want to get your snake out to handle it, or, you know, you have to clean or you have to change water. So basically what you would do, and I like to rub their heads first, and the reason being is that's the part that does the damage. Rubbing their heads tend to make them jerk to the side. You know, they tend to recognize that immediately is not food. So That works out well for me. And I'll just gently rub her on the head. You know, gently rub her body, not hard, not with any type of force, just very gently rub the snake's body. This girl is actually quite tame. I'm sorry, quite tolerable. But she is a runner. And with snakes this size, you don't want to restrain the animal or force it to do anything it doesn't want to do. You know, when I take this girl out, she's all over the place. She wants to go everywhere. And to be safe, you basically just have to gently guide the animal to where you want them to go. You know, like I said, a snake this size is going to do what it wants, when it wants, and you just basically have to go with the flow. So let's get her out. Now that we've rubbed her, what we're going to do is grab the closest coil to us, which is right here. And we're going to pull her out. Now this girl right here she loves to go in reverse. So we have to gently take her out, and she just wants to go everywhere, but she's going into this tube. Like I said, you don't want to be forceful with the animal. Now that we almost got her in, and there we go. Now she's in. So that is the proper application for a snake hook. Now the second tool that I want to tell you guys about is one that will definitely keep you out of danger, and that is these. Now you'll see venomous keepers, like I said, use these. And what these are basically tongs. You'll see a lot of venomous keepers use them to pin the head of the snake. But I use them, well, the first time I actually seen these used or applied in feeding was from Brian Barczyk of BHB. And I'm not saying this, you know, the first time they've ever used, it was the first time I've seen them used. And, you know, it's like a light bulb went off in my head, like, that's pretty cool. So, I have these tongs here, which are about, I'm 5'5", so these are about 5 foot long, about 5 feet long. And what I use them for is feeding, grasping rabbits, grasping rats, and it basically puts a good distance between you and a hungry snake. I cannot stress it enough that we need to be real careful when we're feeding snakes, or not even just feeding snakes. Sometimes you may not even be feeding a particular snake. You may be feeding someone else in your snake room, or another snake, you know, in another rack or cage. And just the smell of food in the air gets everyone in the room excited. So these right here are a must-have when you keep large constrictors, because feeding time is very dangerous. And I've seen videos where people who you know, just throw the food in there. You know, quickly open the cage, throw the food in. You know, that too can be unsafe because that snake could be ready. You never know when that snake is going to come. So by the time you open that door and get ready to chuck in a rat or a rabbit, you know, you have 5 feet of snake leaping out. So these are really, really important. They put a good distance between you and a hungry snake, and will keep you very, very safe. So grab yourself a hook, grab yourself some tongs, and keep rocking and keeping your whatever you like to keep. Retics, berms, anacondas, boas, you know, vipers, it doesn't matter. With all the bans coming up, you know, or I should say with all the bans being passed and legislation being passed, we should be trying to portray to the public, you know, the better side of our hobby, of our keeping. You know, a lot of people believe that we shouldn't even have these animals, you know, that they're too wild to keep, you know, regardless of how many generations they are from their wild, you know, family. So these tools will definitely keep you on the safe end. You can almost bet you will never receive a food-related strike or bite if you use these 2 tools. They work wonders. They have brought new understanding and a new meaning to, you know, large snake keeping to me. So I know it will bring, you know, a lot more to you guys. It gives you that satisfaction. You know, some people, I mean, that's you know, let's not beat around the bush. Some of us do like to see the predatory response that our animals, you know, have. Side note, we do not feed live animals here, so only frozen thawed. So, but you know, every now and again I like to see my A-male tiger, or my lavender motley albino tiger, or my sun tiger head A-male, or whatever retic I might be keeping. Sometimes I do like to see, you know, get that strike feed, that predatory, you know, grab, pow, you know, when you have such a large, powerful animal, you know, just hit, the power is unreal. So you can kind of get that satisfaction of a strike feed with, you know, tongs like this, and still be in a good safety zone. Because like I said, these things put a good 5 feet between me and my retics, and that's a perfect safety zone right there. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick video on 2 of the tools that every large snake keeper should have. Everyone should have these. If you don't have them, pause this video, go online and order you some. They come in all sizes, all shapes. You know, some come fixed, like my hook. My hook is fixed. It doesn't collapse or anything, but they do have collapsible hooks, you know, for people who are limited on space and can't have all types of snake accessories all in a room, you know, cluttering up and getting in the way. These right here are collapsible. You can find them collapsible, just like this. You know, folds up for easy storage. So that, like I said, they're not taking up room in your snake room or cluttering up. So, if you don't have any of these, get some. If you don't have a hook, get one. Trust me, you'll thank me later. It will definitely keep you off the wrong end of your snakes. So as always, thank you for watching. To my YouTube subscribers, you know, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Stay tuned, because I haven't forgotten about the contest, the photo contest that I'll be starting. So stay tuned for that. And To everyone who keeps large snakes or reptiles, it doesn't matter if you keep any type of exotic animal, remember to be safe. Always take into account the safety of the general public and as well as your own safety. Good night.